So hi guys, welcome to the channel. So those who are already preparing for the competitive exams, they will know that how difficulty is to remember the numbers in GS, especially years, important dates, and time intervals, and constitutional parts, and the article intervals. So in this video, we are going to simplify these things, and I will help. I will teach some tips to remember those numbers, especially in a very easy manner. So please pay your attention. So I'm going to complete this whole four types of numbers, I mean important dates, and time intervals, and constitutional parts, and article intervals. So in this video we are going to discuss these four, and yeah, these four you can see here: years, dates, time intervals, and constitutional parts, and articles intervals. Okay, so we are going to discuss one by one, so in a simple manner. But before that, and I have a small request from my side. So please, if you like this video, please share this and video to your friends and family members who are preparing for the competitive exam, so that it will helpful for them to remember these type of numbers as well. So yeah, without any further delay, let's start our video. So yeah, this is the basic table everyone must and should learn. So it is a phonetics codes rule. So in this there are 10 numbers 0 to 9. So each number is allotted with three letters or one letter or two letters sometimes. So sorry, characters. So these characters should be remember. You should remember the characters. So it is very easy to remember. So one stands for T, D, TH, T, D, TH, and 2 stands for N, 3 stands for M, 4 stands for R, 5 stands for L, 6 stands for J, G, S, H, C, H, and 7 stands for, don't worry, I will teach you how to remember this. Just follow with me for now. So 8 stands for FV, PH, FV, PH, 9 stands for PB, and 0 stands for SZ. Okay, so these are the letters that we assigned to the numbers. So now I'm going to teach how these letters came one by one, how to remember especially. So starting with one. Okay, one stands for, we already learned, T, D, T, H. Okay, t, d, t, t, d, t, t, d, t. In Telugu they are different characters, but when come to English, the pronunciation is almost similar. So you can remember like T, D, T, H, T, D, T, H, T, D, T, H, T, D, T, H, T, D, T, H. Okay, so second to remember number two is very easy. So this is Roman 2, right? So yes, a single strike line, so you can get N. So just like N, we can get M also, 3 for 3. So 2 for N, 3 for M. Okay, so 4 stands for 4 R, last letter. So 5. Okay, 5 stands for draw a fingers, 4 5 fingers, hand, and you can get L for love. From these four fingers and this thumb, you get L. Okay, L stands for love, and 5 stands for L. Okay, L, 5 for L. Next, 6 stands for J, G, C, H, S, H. So in our olden days, our grandmother is, our grandmother is called as JG. Okay, JG. If you remember, if you know, you can ask your parents that our old grandmother so is called as JG. Okay, so you can remember like that, JG, CHSH, okay. So these are the things. So seventh one, mm, KCCK. So 7. So here you can see this is 7. Okay, this is 1 7, this is another 7. So by adding these two, you can get K, and from this K, from this here, okay, you will write K, right, like this, right? So from this you are going to write C. Okay, K, C. Once you get K and C, so obviously by merging those two K with those two, you will get CK, Kelvin Kelvin. Okay, okay. So 8 stands for Roman number this. So this is V, this is H, F, this is P, and this is H. So these two combines a single, and this F and this V, F, P, H. Okay. Next one, 9. Water image of 9 is P. Sorry, B. And water image is O. Water image is B and mirror image is P. Okay, BP. Okay, 9. One is water image and one is mirror image. And now coming to Z, 0. The 0 stands for S or Z. Okay, we need to remember this table all to go further. So first of all, by heart this table at any cost. So after that, there is a small note down there. You can see this. So vowels A, E, I, O, U and letters W, Q, X, H and Y have no value. So they will not form no words. Okay. So whenever you see these vowels and these letters, you can simply strike them because they have no value. But before striking H, you should have to check that whether there is any CSPT. Okay, CSPT means here you can see T right, C right, C right. So some letters in front of H, there are four letters, especially C, S, P, T are there. So just check before H if there is a C, S or P, T has occurred. If any of the letter occurred C, S, P, T, then you shouldn't cancel. You will treat whole the C, S or sorry C, H or S, H or P, H or T, H as a single term, so that you will allot a number to it. So here example for CH it is 6, okay, for PH it is 8, for TH it is 1. So you should have to check before deleting H, only H. And if you found any other letters other than H from these, you can simply cancel them just like this, okay. So this is the important note, and these are the table you should remember. Just remember this table and you are going to learn everything very easy way, okay. So let's go to one by one, starting from years. So I have some few examples already given. So starting with Battle of Plassey, 1757. So the keyword is clock. Okay. So clock is the keyword. You hear the storyline. So in this battle, Siraj Uddin Daulha has lost. It is in Telugu, but I'm translating for your sake. Siraj Daulha has been lost because he was unable to maintain clock clock time. So Britishers captured him and he was prisoner. Okay. So this is the story. So the main battle happened between Sirajud-Dowlah and Britishers. And in this battle, Britishers captured him and he was present. Okay, so this is the keyword, and this was happened this year. So how this word will represent this year? So we are going to learn this now. So starting with clock, right? I told you already. We need to eliminate vowels, right? A, E, I, O, U. Okay. Next, C, L. C stands for 7, L stands for 5. Okay, next C stands for 7, K stands for 7. So both CK stands for 7. So irrespective of 7, C, L, C, K, 7, 5, 7. So obviously 1, 1, 7, 5, 7. So you got Battle of Plassey here by just remembering this word clock. And you can remember this clock through this story, okay. So the story is very simple. So Sirajud-Dowlah lost war with Britishers just because he was unable to maintain clock time during battle. So he has no timing. Simply we can say he has no timing, perfect timing. That's why he lost. Okay. So next, Quit India movement, 1942. So the keyword is born. So we can simply remember the Quit India movement was born on 1942 to help to help Indians from making to help Indians to got freedom from Britishers. Okay, so simply you can remember this born. Okay, born is a keyword. Okay, so BORN, as I said, cancel R. So N for 2, R for 4, B for water maze 9, P 1942. Okay, so you can remember. So this word will represent this 1942. Using this small story, you can remember if you can remember the year. So if you want to remember directly the word, you can remember. But the story itself also indicates the importance of the event. Okay, next. The Battle of Panipat, 1526, just like earlier. So long is the keyword. So here the story is when Babur came to the battlefield, Delhi Sultanate has been uh, has invited with long sorry, Delhi Sultanate has been invited with cannons by Babur from the long distance. Okay, this is the English story. So this is for just for remembrance. So this is not the exact story. Just I want to symbolicate that this event happened between Babur and Delhi Sultanates. So it's a battle, and the battle name is Battle of Panipat. So long is the keyword, and this long word represents this 1526. As I said, O cancel. So L5 N2 G J G6 of 1526. Okay, so this is the Battle of Panipat keyword. So in this way you can remember this years. Okay, now coming to the important dates. So 25th January, National Waters Day, National Tourism Day. So the keyword is nailed. The story is very simple. Citizens has nailed their duty, voting duty, and started enjoying tourism. Okay, so the story is very simple. Just I translated it in English because it is in Telugu. So citizens, after nailing their voting duty, they started enjoying tourism. Okay, this is nailed. Okay, nailed. Nailed is a keyword. So nailed. AEIOUNL 25th. See, you can see these two letters indicates the date, and this one indicates the month. So if you found three letters, So it is the structure. If you found two letters, then single letter is the date, single letter is the month. If you found four letters, then two letters are the date and two letters are the month. You will found this type in November and December only. So I'm going to make individual videos on each and every month and separate. But before that, just I'm giving some sample examples how to remember these things. Okay. Next one, 7th June, World Food Safety Day. So the keyword is case. Okay, the story is very simple. So when if you ate unsafe food, then the disease is like a case that will present your body. Okay, so you can remember like this. So just for remember this word, I'm telling the story. So if you ate unsafe food, then your body will be presented in a case. Okay, so no, so always eat healthy food. Okay, so it is about healthy food. So 7th June is World Food Safety Day. Okay, so case 7th June case. So C stands for, so C stands for CK. We told you right, 7. So G stands for JG6. So E is not there because it's an oval, right? So just if here you will see just two letters. So first one is date and second one is month. So 7th June. Okay. So 7th June. So yeah, food safety day. The keyword is case. If you remember this case word when you saw when you, I mean when you see World's Food Safety Day, just you need to remember this word, and with this word you will remember this. Okay. So here also same. If you found any of these orders day or tourism day, you just have to remember nail keyword so that you will remember this date. Okay. So this is the importance of the keywords. So just you need to understand the keywords, that is the most important thing, and after that you will remember that very easily. Okay. Okay, next up, time intervals with few examples. So here we are going to learn about the time intervals. Here you see two dynasties, Lodi dynasty and Tughlaq dynasty. So for the Lodi dynasty, the keywords are rolled lungi, and for Tughlaq dynasty the keywords are minus radar. So the story is very simple. So Lodi kings are started to wear rolled gold. So you all know about rolled gold, right? Duplicate gold. So so after they lost Panipat war, so they just ran away from this. They just ran away from their kingdom by wearing a lungi. So lungi is a keyword. It's a dress. So most people know about this. So the story is very simple. Lodi kings are used to wear rolled gold during the rolling, but after the loss of the Panipat war, they they ran away from their kingdom by wearing lungi. Okay, just very simple. Keywords are rolled. Okay, rolled and lungi. Just keywords, as I said earlier, just like cancelling vowels A, E, I, O, U. Okay. After that, we will get the exact remembers 4, 5, 1, 5, 2, G6. Okay. 1451, 1526. So here you can remember simply, very simply by just remembering these words. Okay. You don't need to remember the sequence. You don't need to remember the order, anything. You don't need to remember anything. You just need to remember these words and the simple story. After remembering the story, you can recollect the year also very fastly. Okay. Next, Tughlaq dynasty is also very simple. So Tughlaq, in order to abolish the corruption, abolish in the sense minus. So minus means remove, right? So we use minus symbol for to remove or reduce. So Tughlaq, in order to minus the corruption in their kingdom, so but the enemies always kept. I mean, the enemies always kept Tughlaq in their radar. So enemies always focus on Tughlaq in order to defeat him and to capture his kingdom. Okay, so the keywords are minus and radar. So these two are the keywords, minus and radar. So by cancelling these things, you will get 3, 2, 0, and after cancelling 4, 1, 4. Okay, 1, 3, 2, 0, 4, 4, 1, 4. So you don't need to remember sequence, or you don't need to remember anything. You just need to remember these words. For Lodi dynasty, rolled and lungi. For Tughlaq dynasty, you need to remember minus and radar. So these by remembering these simple keywords, you can remember or recollect the entire years. Okay, so this is the technique. And now coming to the parts, constitution parts. So here there is a mnemonics technique, like if you fly from US to UP, you directly from US to UP, kind of mnemonic is there. But the main issue with that mnemonic is you cannot tell sequence. I mean, you cannot tell the number of the part if we ask randomly. But here we can solve. I solved the problem of sequence. Okay, with this help of this word mnemonic, you can directly tell the number of the part that the questionnaire is asking. So here, for example, union territories. For union territories, you need to remember the keyword view. Okay, just you need to remember the view keyword. So the story also very simple. So union territories look the sceneries in Union Territory view is very good. The sceneries or the view of Union Territory sceneries are very beautiful or good. Okay, so the keyword is view. After cancelling the vowels, you will get directly double eight. V stands for eight, right? So we will get eight, and the part of the Union Territory is eight. So in this way, you can remember very easily without any keyword or without any long mnemonics. You just need to remember the word, and and the word is also very simple. The word is also not very difficult. You just need to remember that, okay, Union Territories view is very beautiful. So you use the keyword. So it is part 8. Okay, that's it. Next, election. In elections, alliances are formed. So they made a deal to form alliance during the elections. Okay, that is the sentence. So they made a deal to form alliance during the election. So deal is the keyword here. So in this also you can see 1 5 after cancelling EA DL 1 5 elections. 15 is the keyword. Sorry, 15 is the part of the elections part in constitution. 15th part elections is the 15th part in constitution. Union territories is the 8th part in the constitution. Okay, in this way you can remember the uh, constitution parts also. So actually I have 22 words for 22 parts, but for this just example I explained here too. So I will do an individual video for the entire 22 parts. So you can find that on another video. This is just for example. So next I'm going to teach you about the part 5, the union. So you can see here, let me zoom out. So yeah, here you can see part 5 completely. So part 5 stands for union. Here part 5 stands for the union. So in this you can see the range starts from 52 to 151. So if you want to remember this range irrespective of any sequence, anything, you just need to remember two words: lion and tilt. Lion and tilt. The words are also very simple, so you might have already known the meanings. Lion is an animal. Tilt means a shake by becoming bend to become one side. So tilt is kind of like that. So the story is also very simple. Union government is like a lion, so it should not tilt at any cost, because they need to take care of the entire country. So yeah, union government is should be like act like a lion. So union government should act like a lion, and it should not tilt at any cost, because they need to take care of the country. Okay, that is the story. So simply by cancelling, by after cancelling the vowels, as I said, A, E, I, O, U, and any respect of other letters which are not in the table that we learned. So we can cancel them, and then remaining. So L stands for 5, N stands for 252, and after cancelling I, T stands for 1, L stands for 5, T stands for 151. So in this way you will get the sequence or the range of the constant. I mean the range of the union part in articles intervals. You will get easily, very easily. So you don't need to remember any sequence. You don't need to by heart. Just you need all. I mean, all you just want to do is to remember those words. Okay, that's it. Next, in this, there are some minor sections: president, vice president, PM and council of ministers, parliament, legislative power or ordinance. President, or this is also called as president ordinance, and the supreme court and the CAG. So these are the sub parts in the union section. So we are going to learn one by one. For president, again line will come, because it is also starting with 52. So line and chain. So president is a line to a country, and he should maintain the chain structure of the country. So he will maintain everything, right, in a chain structured form. So chain structured form means you should take care of everything in a structured and uh, in a in a chain manner, right? Okay. So the words are very simple: line and chain. After cancelling, as I said, right, before cancelling it, you should check in front of the letter. So here you will see that after cancelling A and I, C is there before H, so you should not cancel H, but you need to take both CH as a single term. For CH, it is 6, JG, CH, SH, and for N, it is 2. So starting from 52 to 62. So it is president, and then vice president, Chime or cat. So Chime stands for like a sound, kind of sound. Vice president makes the sound, so that the Supreme Court will act as a cat. So that is a story, simple story. So next, PM and Council of Ministers. Just forget about the range. Just concentrate on the story. So for PM and Council of Ministers, the story is very simple. PM, I mean, ministers will give core advice to the PM, and the PM will rule from the cave. Okay, PM ministers will give core advice so that PM will rule the country from the cave. Okay, yeah. Next, parliament. Parliament keywords are cap and tenon. So in some parts you should focus on some difficult terms will be there, not everywhere, but for every 100 words or for every 50 to 40 words, at least there should be one or two difficult words will be there, but you need to learn in order to remember the remaining ones, because at everywhere you should focus on some difficulty will be there. So here the tenon is kind of that word here, but you will learn vocabulary also in this way. So tenon means joint. It's a joint of strong jointness. I mean, there are different types of tenons like joint, bone joints tenon, wood tenon, plastic tenon. So this kind of joint between two things and uh, two different individual parts of the same material. Okay, here MP will wear caps, and the loss will be passed as tenon. Okay, you can treat something like that. So or else you can form your story individually by using these words cap and tenon. Next, legislative power means uh, as I said, it's a president's ordinance, so you can directly remember as 1 to 3, or else you can remember the word denim. After by remembering this denim word, by eliminating this you will get 1 to 3 in this way also. So the story is very simple. The rules that passed by the president are like denim jeans, so they are very strong. So yeah. Next, Supreme Court. Supreme Court keywords are tenure and truck. So after completing the tenure of the Supreme Court judges, they will go their home on truck. Okay, that is the simple story. Next, CAG is nothing but Controller and Auditor General. So in this, the words are tariff and tilt. So tilt is already we have seen it the starting of the I mean starting of the part. So CAG should maintain tariffs very carefully, otherwise the country economy will become tilt. Okay, so this is the story. So you may think that this remembering this type of words is very difficult, but when you practice along with me, when you practice by yourself individual, you can remember this. You can remember them for very long time if you practice with pen, or if you practice them by visualizing yourself. Okay, right? So I'm going to complete it. So I completed this mnemonics topic in very short time. So yeah, that's it. So in this video, I have taught you years. Okay, in this video, I taught you about years, right? Three important years: Battle of Plassey, Panipat, and Quit India Movement, and two important dates: tourism and National Waters Day, and also World Health Safety Day. Okay, World Safe Food Health Day. Okay, that is the thing. Next, third one is the intervals of Lodi dynasty and Tughlaq. Okay. Next and fourth one, two important parts and union territories. One is union territory and another one is as and another one is, see what is that? One second. So another one is the, yeah, elections. Okay. Another one is the elections. So yeah, another one is the elections. Coming to the intervals, here we learned about the union part 5. Part 5 means union. In this union, again, 7 subtopics like president, vice president, prime minister, and council of ministers, legislative assembly. Next, president ordinance. Sixth one, Supreme Court, and seventh one, CAG. Okay, seven different individuals along with the individual words for the particular article intervals, right? So just revise all these if you like everything. I will continue these videos in on each and individual topic again. For example, for parts there is a video, and for intervals there is a video. For dates and for each and every month of important dates, there is separate videos. For 12 months, for 12 videos, and again there is an important video for all important years. So foundations like bricks and old economic form. Okay, bricks stands for soap, and world economic form stands for kite. So these are the keywords. So after cancelling these keywords, you will get easily 09 2009 bricks formation. So kite AIOUK stands for 70, stands for 1971 world economic form. So formula 1971. So in this way you can remember the years also very easily. So you can remember n number of years. So in thumbnail you have already seen that ISRO, right? ISRO ship. ISRO stands for ship, spaceship. So here I cancelled CH16 IP19 1969. ISRO started as okay. So in this way you can remember n number of foundations, number of years, especially the numbers. You can remember them easily for long time by just remembering the keywords. Okay. So I will continue in the next series, and hope you guys like the video, and hope you guys enjoy this video, and please revise the table, because the table is the key. When you learn the table completely, this is just a cakewalk for you after everything. So yeah, that's all for the video. Hope you guys like the video, and please like and share, subscribe, and yeah, see you in the next video. Jai Hind.